Okay, guys. Anyway, last class we are started the chapter 5. So under the chapter 5, we had a discussion about two definitions on consumerism. Now in this class, I would like to continue to talk about what are the rights of the consumers. We all are consumers or buyers. In our daily life, we are buying n number of products. So being a consumer, what kind of rights we are having? Here in this slide, I have mentioned like 8 important rights which are having by the all the buyers. Now the first one is satisfaction of the basic needs. Being a buyer, whatever products or services we are receiving from the different manufacturers, the first foremost thing is all the products or the services whatever offering, those things has to fulfill our basic needs. If in case it is not at all fulfilling our basic needs, then it is a waste of material, waste of manufacturing of the specified products, whether it is a FMCG product or industrial product, whatever it is. It is absolutely waste because it is not at all satisfying my needs, my requirements. So ultimately, it is waste. So if it is not fulfill my needs, then definitely I will refuse your company. Second point, it is talking about the safety. Being a buyer or a consumer, in our daily life, when we are start to use with n number of products, the product should be or the manufacturer has to instruct to the buyers or the consumers how to use of the product, how to use of the product, and the safety precautionary measures has to be taken by the company or not. For example, within the next week we are having a Diwali. Now what government will do, generally one day before or 2 days before Diwali, they will give different sort of precautions. Don't wear any kind of silk items, don't blast any kind of crackers, it is going to pollute the environment, and they will informing you different safety precautionary. Even at our house we are using gas cylinder. So gas cylinder, what is the safety precautions has taken by Indian Oil Gas Agency or Bharat or somebody else? So how protectively they are manufacturing of the product or giving the services for us? Safety should be taken care of by the company. Of course, being a consumer, we will take the safely we are using the product, but the most of the part of the responsibility is on the heads of the manufacturers. Without any damages, 100% protective product has to be provided to us. Next, third one, right to be informed. So who has to inform? Buyer or the consumer. We are having a right to inform to the company we are not at all happy with your product related futures. We are not at all happy. So that ultimately what will happen, it is the responsibility of the company. They are supposed to take our feedback. Accordingly, they have to do all sort of changes in the product. So being a consumer, we are having a right to open our mouth to give our feedback to the companies. So this is also a right of the consumers. Next, fourth point, right to choose. Being a consumer, we are having a choice what kind of product is required for you, because you only knows about your needs and requirements. So being a company, I can give you an advertisement or I can screen you different features what it is available in the product. But being a consumer, you have to be decide whether these features or this product will be fulfill my needs or not. So it is not compulsory. It is not like a monopoly market. Whatever they are providing, it is not compulsory to buy us. It is a perfect competition. N number of buyers will have. You can go to the market, see n number of shops, different products. Now you can choose the best product which is going to be required for you. Nobody cannot force you. You are supposed to buy this product only. Even for example, Amazon.com, if you open that, Amazon, Flipkart or GeoMart, whatever it is, you want to check refrigerators, you want to buy the fridge, you can type in search box refrigerator. So n number of companies, Whirlpool, LG, Onida, or etc. etc. So different companies with the different prices, different capacity. Now, being a consumer, what is our right is we can go and see different fridge. What is the color? What is the size? What is the capacity? Whether 200 liters or 168 liters or 180 liters or less than 100 liters. Now, what is the company? Guarantee, warranty, price, color. You can check n number of features which is going to be suitable for you. You can select it. So the right will be having by the consumers. Next, fifth one, enjoy healthy and sustainable environment. Being a consumer, you can buy any product, and by after buying the product you can enjoy the services what it is providing by the product. Mostly nowadays people are having health consciousness and environmental consciousness. We have seen last year by this time the government was very strict on ban the plastic. Even till the date, many places people are not at all selling single-use plastic. Because of that, plastic consumption is too high. Then ultimately, it is a drawback to dilute on the earth. It is not at all having a healthy, sustainable environment. Because a plastic bag, if it is dilute in the earth, it will take 100 to 150 years above, more than 100. Even small kids, they will be wearing pampers. Do you have any guess how many years will take the dilute of the one pamper? 500 years. So ultimately, it is a greatest drawback for the environment. So eco-friendly products, which is really good for your health when you have by the health consciousness, and those kind of products can be purchased by the consumer. So that is also his right. Next, right to redress. Now, what is the problem of the consumers? The buyer was bought different products, but it is not at all fulfilling his needs and requirements. Then company will have a right. What kind of right? Sorry. The buyer will have a right. What kind of right? He will file a complaint against the company. When the product is having a guarantee, warranty, they should be replace the product or they should be return the money. So if they have any problem, they can approach to the forms. We have district level form, state level, national wide, consumer protection forms from the year of Act 1986 onwards. So they will be have a right to file a suit or a case against the company to redress or to get back their rights. Next, receive consumer education. So mostly the consumers nowadays, before buying the product, they want to go for or to undergo training or to get the instructions about to the product. Most of the companies, what they will do, they will inform first of all to the public, this is the product we are producing. Now, the product related, you must have to know about the terms and conditions or instructions or directions to use of the product. So you need to read all these points, and then if you satisfy, you can take it. I don't know how many students are having life insurance policy. How many students are having a bank account? So when once you go for the life insurance or bank account to open, they will give you a 10 to 15 pages worth of an application form. You need to read all the terms and conditions, and then you need to be sign it. But how many of them will read all these terms and conditions? Sometimes you may not read and you will sign it. But as per the consumer law, consumer protection law, we are having a right to question the management if in case they are not providing any instructions or manual to us. We can ask them, give all different sort of information about the product or by the services. So you will be having a right to get the information from the manufacturers. Next one, right to be heard. So being a consumer, you will be having a right to hear about the company, about the product, about the service, about the anything of the any company. Nowadays, all companies are registering in the stock exchange. Once they register in the stock exchange through different websites, but most of the people what they will do, they won't go through like directly, they will go to company website. Who is the chairman, who is the founder, what is the motive of the company, so what is the turnover or capacity of the company. So if they want to know about the company detailed performance also, they can able to hear. Nowadays almost all companies are having toll free number. You can call the toll free number and you can gather the information whatever you require. So this is also one kind of advantage where the companies to attract the people, and as well as buyers also to be very happy to know about by the company and as well as about the their products. Now we will see what is or what are the duties of the consumers. But usually being a consumer, we don't know all these things. So what we will do, if we are okay, we will buy the product. If we are not okay, we are just simply ignoring. But after gone through today's class, you will be understanding what kind of rights are the duties has to followed by the consumers. Because if you follow these duties or if you completely following your responsible all responsibilities, then definitely you will be enjoying if in case companies cheated you. So what are the duties of the consumers? So being a consumer, what we supposed to do is first, what is the quality of product we are purchasing and what is the price we are paying. We can able to compare. We can able to berries. And finally, if you satisfied with the quality equivalent to the price, you can get it. Otherwise, there is no need to buy the product. In generally, everybody nowadays they are buying mobile phone very commonly. When I was gone through the research, I understood like on an average, one mobile cost is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees minimum mobile price. 10 years back, we don't have the smartphone. Very popularly, we are having land connection. It was provided by the BSNL. The deposit amount is 3,000. and after you are paying 3,000, you need to pay extra 1,500 rupees to get phone connection. So you will be getting phone. So monthly bill will be coming like a 100 rupees or 150 rupees, whether you are using or not. Minimum bill 70 rupees, like that will be getting. Whereas there is 1,500, 3,000 rupees versus 10,000 rupees. But of course, when compared to the futures, mobile will have more features. But when you compare with the environment sustainability, landline is more preferable when compared to the mobiles because of the radiation problem. But we need comfortability, speedily transferring of the information, so that we are highly preferable of the mobile phones. So being a buyer or a consumer, we must have to see about the product related qualitative features. If it is a reasonable price, you can buy. Otherwise, you need not spend a single rupee extra for buying. Second point, it is a duty or a right of all the buyers to check about weight or any kind of measurements before you are purchasing of the product. So most of the companies, they are doing cheating here. Weight, they will be definitely do the cheating. So here already we have seen an image, vegetable market. So in vegetable market, whatever we are buying, definitely before buying, we will ask him to check it, whether we need 250 grams, 500 grams or 1 kg or more than that. They need to check the weight and they will tell you the price of the product. If you are happy with the price of the product or the weight or measurements are fulfilled for you, then you can start to buy. Otherwise, you need not buy. I can give an example, like if I don't know how many of you buying this through, I don't know how many of you registered your mobile number with the gas connection. So once you receive gas, on the same day you will be getting the feedback form. So in the feedback form, there is a one option, one question. Are you checked the weight of the gas cylinder? Have you checked the weight of the gas cylinder? We don't have any weighing machine at our houses. Even delivery boy also will not be carrying. He is delivering gas cylinder for us. We are buying. But where is the measurement? We are not able to check. He is giving, we are taking. So this is a duty. This is the right of the each and every person to ask him check the weight of the cylinder. He will be saying like whether I am eating anything, whether a company is giving and I'm delivering to you. You just have a look on that. This was fully sealed. That means it is fully weighted. There is no problem for you. You just take it. This is what people are doing. But actually, they need to be check the weight of the gas cylinder. But how many delivery boys will do like that? No, they won't do. So this is also our right to check about the weight of the any specified product before you are buying. After buying, if you check the weight, if you are saying like this is comes under underweight, you won't take it back, because before buying the product, this is the duty of the buyers. You need to be checked, or you should have informed us to check. You have not done, so you are supposed to be bear the loss. So third point also, so we are compulsory to read about the labels. So nowadays, what companies are doing, they are specifying their logo and they are specifying with the seal, with the cap. So if the seal was open, you need not to buy the product, you just return. or the label was open, you just return. If you find that this is duplicate label, you can return it. So we need to check any leakage of the label or any damage of the product. If that is the case, you will be having a right to return, because generally damaged product we won't buy. We need to be return it. Next, to procure the bill, cash received, warranty, etc. Even nowadays, the concept is very popularized. I have seen in railways before the COVID, no bill, free of cost product. Even if you are buying a water bottle with a worth of 20 rupees, you are supposed to ask them, give me the receipt. They need to give the bill for that. If there is no bill, food will be free. This is a slogan which was introduced by the Indian Railways. Once you enter the railway station, it will be available n number of products. If in case product is having any guarantee, warranty, nowadays I am seeing in this November 1 to 8 Diwali offer, I have seen this stabilizer. So different companies are giving different varieties of promotions. Now I have seen that one V-Guard stabilizer. It is a worth of 1,249 rupees. V-Guard, and they have given warranty for 6 years. If you pay extra 99 rupees, extra 1 year warranty. So what I have understand by the psychologically, the product, if you are paying extra 99 rupees, they will give you really a very good product that can be having a tenure of the 10 years or tested product only. They will give it to you, because these companies will understand the people are having a quality consciousness. That is the reason they want much more years of the guarantee and warranty. That is why they are interested to pay extra 99 rupees. So I need to give it to them 100% qualitative product. Generally, they have mentioned 6-year guarantee. So here what I will feel, I don't want the extra 99 rupees to pay. Now companies, what they will think like, okay, anyway 6 years we have given the guarantee. He is not at all requesting for extra 1 year. Whatever product we have, just give it to him. If in case it's worked properly, that is fine. If not, we'll do replacement later. This kind of thinking also may have by the manufacturers. So before buying any product, we must have to be think in the point of the manufacturers. Manufacturers, what they will do, they will think in the point of the consumer, and then they will start to go for selling and buying. Next, shopping carefully and wisely. Mostly we are doing like that only. So when we go for the shop, we will see the product, we will turn back and front and back, left to right, and we will see any damages, or we will compare with one X product with the Y product, with the quantity, colors, designs, offers, discounts, and finally we are selecting by the one best product. So this is compulsory, has to done by the consumers. Why? Sometimes you are buying the new product. Sometimes you are buying the new product. You are not at all aware of that. What is the price of the specified product? By comparison of the 2-3 products, then you will be understand this is the market. This is the situation. Now I can give example same, like you can just see this same image in the market. You can find this girl was going to buy vegetables. Now in the background of, you can find out many vegetable shops. Now here the salesman cannot charge 2 rupees, 3 rupees extra from the consumer, because he knows all the salesmen are maintaining by the same price. So generally, the tendency of the consumer, what they will do, they will ask, what is the price of 1 kg tomato? He may say like 30 rupees. Then what she will do? She will go to another shop. She will ask again. So what is 1 kg tomato? Again, he will say like 30 rupees. So ultimately what will happen? She will check where is good product. For example, in this shop, tomato is another really very good. Another shop, cucumber is good. Another shop, brinjal is good. Another shop, drumstick is good. So if one shop, all vegetables are really good, she will buy it in one place. Otherwise, one shop, one item also, there is a possibility she will go and buy. And she may compare with the one product with another product also. So when we are doing any shopping, you need to do very carefully. Generally, when we go for Diwali shopping, we need to buy good dresses, or you want to buy sweets, or you want to buy crackers, or you want to buy any jewels. So what we will do, we will go to 2-3 shops. We are comparing with the best product, best price. We are start to buy it. Then next, understanding the terms of the sales. Being a salesman, being a salesman. So salesman is never producing by the product most of the time. Through the intermediaries, he is buying the product and ultimately he is selling products to us. So he is just like a commission agent, or he will charge some sort of amount and he will start to sell the products to us. So whatever the cost happened for him, for that he will be adding the profit. Finally, he will decide the term of selling price. So being a buyer, we must have to understand about by the what is the term of sales. Next, this is commonly we know, reading the following instructions. Generally, people will read one-time instructions. So second time, if they are trying to buy the same product, they won't read the instructions because they know very well how to use of the product or how to cook up the specified product. So these are the duties and rights are mentioned by the consumer. Now, these duties and responsibilities, when it was created, the duties were created when it was happened consumer momentism in India. The momentism was created a complete shake of to convert monopoly market into the perfect competition. Because here there is a one shop called Rampath Food Shortage. So most of the time, the salesmen, what they will do, they will create artificial shortage of the product. Artificial shortage of the product. For example, nowadays, you just find out 1 week back, what is the price of 1 kg onions? Any guess? What is the price of 1 kg onions 1 week back? Any guess? One week back, 1 kg onions is equal to 100 rupees. Now, what is 1 kg onions? It is available for 80 rupees. So what I want to tell you is, most of the time, the people are creating an artificial shortage because of heavy rains in North, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, so that onions, the onion sales people they create an artificial shortage. Now, like that, here the Rampath food shortage also, they have been created the black market. So black market of the edible oils. Now you know about the groundnut oil like this. So they have been created artificial shortage in the year of 1960. 1960 to 1970, 10 years they are doing like this only. Then finally what happened, all the buyers, consumers are got angry. They came onto the on road and they stopped all passenger transport vehicles. Then finally government has come down. Now government was resolved that issue, and then government was introduced one act. The act name is called it as Consumer Protection Act 1986. So after that, within 16 years, the government has taken a clear-cut measures. The what kind of duties, responsibilities, powers having by the consumers in India. So they have introduced a particular act, the act in the year of 1986. We will call it as a Consumer Protection Act. Very shortly, we will call it as COPRA, COPRA, Consumer Protection and Regulation Act in the year of 1986. Okay, guys, we'll see the next class, marketing ethics and social responsibility. So still you need any clarity or any doubts, please let me know.